Right. Let's go. 复制，复制，粘贴，复制，粘贴。Putain, can't believe it.
那这个任务呢就会搜集它现在，这个任务呢就会搜集它现在网页上它可以看得到，就会搜集它现在网页上它可以看得到的这些最新的一些 AI 的消息啊、博客啊、上面的新闻啊，去总结分享给我。那我会发现一些新闻呢，其实并不是特别的新，所以这个东西也是需要我们在 task 里面去定义的。然后还有一个场景是作为内容创作者啊，其实作为内容创作者。
Creator.
然后还有一个场景是作为内容创作者啊，其实这个选题对我们来说非常的重要，对吧？我们也要知道这个都流行什么，这个热门的话题是什么。所以我就做了一些尝试，我想要去搜集，一些热门网站上他们这个最热门的话题标签，还有内容的他们这个最热门的话题标签。还有内容的链接，然后你就会得到一些 tag， 但是你看这些 tag 是我验证了一下，发现他们是非常 general 和概括的，它并不是当下这个平台上最热门的，tag， 也没有数据支撑，所以我就去升级了一下，也没有数据支撑。所以我就去升级了一下，我去的这个平台，直接把他们这个活动的这个网页，我去到这个平台，直接把他们这个他们这个活动的这个网页贴过来。Yes， 看起来不错，但是你如果细看的话，就发现一些它根本不是活动的这个活动页标签，但是你如果细看的话，就发现一些它根本不是活动的这个活动页标签，就发现一些它根本不是活动的这个活动页标签。另外一些，如果你去搜索去查的话，发现这是1-2年前的活动，并没有做到一个实时。另外一些，如果你去搜索去查的话，发现这是1-2年前的活动，并没有做到一个实时。 所以也是没有办法用的。但是这个东西给了我们一个想法，就是作为内容创作者来说，但是这个东西给了我们一个想法，所以也是没有办法用的。但是这个东西给了我们一个想法，就是作为内容创作者来说，不远的未来，我觉得可能我觉得可能几个月内吧，或者说你自己，我觉得可能几个月内吧，或者说你自己搭建，现在可能也可以做到，就是我把我自己的个人的账号密码，告诉他，他带着我的这个直接去到网页上自己，他带着我的这个直接去到网页上，他带着我的这个直接去到网页上自己登。他带着我的这个直接去到网页上自己登录，去查看我后台官方运营给我发的，去查看我后台官方运营给我发的消息，活动都有哪些，把它们总结整理出来，去看把它们总结整理出来。去看我内容的这个数据怎么样，哪里需要提升，给到我一些实质性的建议，创作者给到我一些实质性的建议，创作者我觉得给到我一些实质性的建议，创作者我觉得特别是个体创作者应该是极大的一个生产力的价值，然后我还应该是极大的一个生产力的价值，然后我还做了一些新的场景的比较，就比方说这里我让他去看了一些 App Store 上面免费应用的一个排行，就整理一个表格，那也是因为这个 Rednote 最近比较火，所以他搜索到了这个内容有可能就是 Rednote， 但是他并没有祸及到剩下其他应用的，有可能就是 Rednote， 但是他并没有祸及到剩下其他应用的他们的一些排行，跟信息，这一些东西但是它并没有祸及到剩下其他应用的他们的一些排行跟信息，这一些东西很明显你一看就知道是错的。这个 ChatGPT 一周很明显你一看就知道是错的，这个 ChatGPT 一周前肯定是在 Top 10里的，所以我就去优化自己的 prompt。那如果我把这些名字全都提出来，这些应用，这些应用的名字全都提出来，然后再去让它生成，那么这样它去搜索的时候，就要单个的去搜索每一个名称，就要单个的去搜索每一个名称应用的，当下的数据，所以它就会得到这样一个更有价值的表单吧。我们更有价值的表单。 所以它就会得到这样一个更有价值的表单吧。我们可以看到清晰的看到他们的名声的提升。我们可以看到清晰的看到他们的名声的提升。最后一清晰的看到他们的名声的提升。最后一个比较有价值的这个场景呢，我做的尝试是我让它去生成这个。最后一个比较有价值的这个场景呢，我做的尝试是我让它去生成这个股价，搜索亚马逊、谷歌、特斯拉他们的一些股价，搜索亚马。我做的尝试是我让它去生成这个。股价，搜索亚马逊、谷歌，搜索亚马逊、谷歌，搜索亚马逊、谷歌，特斯拉他们的一些股价以及走势，让他们做成特斯拉他们的一些股价以及走势，让他们做成一个互动型的这个表格，让他们做成一个互动型的这个表格，所以我就会让他们做成一个互动型的这个表格，所以我就会得到这样一个可以互动的这个页面，所以我就会得到这样一个可以互动的这个页面啊，你可以切换它的这个时长，你可以切换它的这个时长，去看这个1个月内它的这个股价波动是怎么样子的。去看这个1个月内它的这个股价波动是怎么样子的，然后它的这个股价波动是怎么样子的，然后每一个都有。这个东西其实就是结合 AI，这个东西其实就是结合 AI agent 这个信息检索的能力，以及这个信息检索的能力，以及 Gemini 还有 GPT， 它前段时间发布的就是任何的这个页面，它都是可以及时生成，并且可以和人产生互动的，所以它的并且可以和人产生互动。并且可以和人产生互动，它都是可以及时生成，并且它都是可以及时生成。就是任何的这个页面，它都是可以及时生成，并且可以和人产生互动的。所以它的想象空间就会更大一些，所以它的想象空间就会更大一些，就是做一个单日的工作报表，或者说就是做一个单日。就是做一个单日的工作报表，或者说就是做一个单日的工作报表，或者说周报、月报都可以，或者说周报、月报都可以做到一个比较大程度的自定义，都可以做到一个比较大程度的自定义都可以做到一个比较大程度的自定义，比较优雅的呈现。通过比较优雅的呈现。通过展示呢，我觉得大家可以通 过展示呢，我觉得大家可以体验到，就是这个 task 它现在并没有达到说任何场景，它现在并没有达到说任何场，它现在并没有达到说任何场景，任何这个企业都可以马上拿去。任何这个企业都可以马上拿去直接去用，因为过去呢，其实我们的方式是请到一个外包的人员，来到我们的公司，通过 Codes 或 DeFi 的方式去搭，DeFi 的方式去搭建一个，通过 Codes 或 DeFi 的方式去搭建一个工作流，来去快速的尝试，让他们来去快速的尝试，让他们去完成更复杂的一些任务，让他们去完成更复杂的一些任务，让他们去完成更复杂的一些任务。不同的点是在于这个 task， 不同的点是在于这个 task， 不同的点是在于这个 task 的出现，让我们普通人，这个 task 的出现，让我们普通，这个 task 的出现，让这个 task 的出现，让我们普通人，特别是我们的个体，在不知道任何 codes 有任何这个开发经验的同时，用自 codes 有任 codes 有任在不知道任何 codes 有任何这个开发经验的同时 ，codes 有任何这个开发经验的同时，用自然的语言来去搭建一个更加复杂的工作流，也就是它极大程度来去搭建一个更加复杂的工作流，也就是它极大程度降低的 一个普通人小白用户，就是它极大程度降低的一个普通人小白用户，就是它极大程度降低的一个普通人小白用户去控制操纵 AI 去完成一个小白用户去控制操纵 AI 去完成一个更加复杂任务的能力。那么什么才是 AI agent 呢？我其实特别讨厌国内大家用的这样一个智能体的概念。因为好像什么东西你都可以去用智能体来去解释，但是它都可以去用智能体来去解释，但是它又说明不了任何的问题。如果它又说明不了任何的问题。如果用一句话来解释智能体到底是什么的话，我刚才尝试写了一下，就是我觉得是一种由人工智能驱动的，智能驱动的虚拟实习生，它可以由人工智能驱动的虚拟实习生，它可以由人工智能驱动。的虚拟实习生，它可以搜集信息，生成最优方案，它可以搜集信息，生成最优方案，并且生成最优方案。方案，它可以搜集信息，生成最优方案，并且执行。生成最优方案，并且执行和完成。那它并且执行和完成。那它究竟好用不好用呢？其实取决于我们。我们作为老板，我们怎么样去培训这个实习生？告诉他我们怎么样去培训这个实习生，告诉他这个任务应该怎么样去做。那它究竟和 ChatGPT 有什么不同呢？我觉得就是 ChatGPT 你通常是带着一个任务当中的一小部分。你想象一下，如果你拥有每个人都拥有一个或多个虚拟的实习生。如果你每个人都拥有一个或多个虚拟的实习生，我只需要去口述我的这个中心思想和想要表达，我只需要去口述我的这个中心思想和想要表达，我只需要去口述我的这个中心思想和想要表达的这个意思，这个虚拟的实习生呢就可以进来，去用一个非常礼貌的这个口气去书写，书写出这封邮件，并且并且把它发送出去。这个中间，我们其实少了从 ChatGPT， 这个中间我们其实 实少了从 ChatGPT 复制，这个中间我们其实少了从 ChatGPT。这个中间我们其实少了从 ChatGPT 复制粘贴不停的 prompt 来去调整，复制粘贴不停的 prompt。这个中间我们其实少了从 ChatGPT 复制粘贴不停的 prompt 来去调整和不停的 prompt 来去调整和最终发送这个。不停的 prompt 来去调整和最终发送这个很复杂链路当中不停任务之间的切换，因为我们不停任务之间的切换，因为我们前面的视频其实一直有强调过，就是我们大部分人的因为我们前面的视频其实一直有强调过。因为我们前面的视频其实一直有强调过，就是我们大部分人的时间其实是浪费在不同任务、不同这个流程工作当中其实是浪费在不同任务、不同这个流程工作当中切换这个过程当中的，而不是任务本身。那如果你关注这些 AI 的科技公司，他们的博客以及 YC 啊，还有这种跟科技大佬以及 YC 啊，还有这种跟科技大佬的这些访谈跟播客，还有这种跟科技大佬的这些访谈跟播客，你就会发现这个 AI agent 播客，你就会发现这个 AI agent， 特别是在2024年的下半年变成一个特别热门的话题。我们从 Google Trends 上也可以看到，它这个增长是非常陡峭的，甚至比当年这个大语言模型的出现，甚至比当年这个大语言模型的出现这个增长还要迅速，甚至比当年这个大语言模型的出现这个增长还要迅速。一周前呢，这个增长还要迅速。一周前呢 ，Sam Altman 也在自己的这个博客上去分享了他 ChatGPT 过去这2年的一个反思和总结。他 ChatGPT 过去这2年的一个他 ChatGPT 过去这2年。过去这2年的一个，他 ChatGPT 过去这2年的一个反思和总结。过去这2年的一个反思和总结，他提到了一句话，是对于2025年的展望，是说他提到了一句话，是对于2025年的展望。 说 We believe that in 2025 we may see the first AI agent join the workforce and materially change the output of the companies。也就是说，他会看到 change the output of the companies。也就是说，他会看 change the output of the companies。也就是说，他会看到我们的 AI agent 应该会，我们的 AI agent，也就是说，他会看到我们的 AI agent 应该会慢慢的变成我们工作同事中间的这个生，应该会慢慢的变成我们工作同事中间的这个生产力的一部分，并且极大程度的去改变，并且极大程度的去改变，并且极大程度的去改变我们生产出来这个内容，就是并且极大程度的去改变我们生产出来这个内容，就是会有更多 agent 渗透到我们的每天的生活和工作当中，渗透到，就是会有更多 agent 渗透到我们的每天的生活和工作当中。我把前段时间看到一些比较好的、有价值的，一些比较好的、有价值的文章，其实都列在一个飞书链接当中，其实都列在一个飞书链。这都列在一个飞书链接当中了。如果你有需要的话，可以在评论中联系我。我可以在评论中。如果你有需要的话，可以在评论中联系我。我们在2024可以在评论中联系我。我们在2024，如果你有需要的话，可以在评论中联系我。如果你有，其实都列在一个飞书链接，有价值的文章其实都列在一个飞书链接当中了。如果你有需要的话，可以在评论中联系我。我们在2024年的下半年呢，我们在2024年的下半年呢。我们在2024年的下半年呢，还体验到了 Cursor 和 Devin， 这样子，写代码能力非常强的 agent， 写代码能力非常。
Hey Plifts. Yeah, slowly building up the hours. Still a long way to go.
写代码能力。
Thanks for passing by, Plift.
写代码能力非常强的 agent， 写代码能力非常强的 agent， 写代码能力非常强的 agent， 让我们也对于其他的使用场景有了更多，让我们也对于其他的使用场景有了更多 agent 的想象。那进入到2025年呢，我知道的就已经1月、2月、3月有不同的公司都会发布新的和 agent 概念相关的能力，有不同的公司都会发布新的和 agent 概念相关的能力。其实从2023年上半年的开始，和 agent 概念相关的能力，其实从2023年上半年的开始，和 agent 概念相关的能力，其实从 其实从2023年上和 agent 概念相关的能力，其实从2023年上半年的开始，每一条我的视频，其实从2023年上半年的开始，每一条我的视频其实都有 AI 的帮助，那可能是每一条我的视频其实都有 AI 的帮助。那可能每一条我的视频其实都有 AI 的帮助，那可能是背景音乐，可能是音效，可能是音效，可能是我只是把我的日记和笔记分享给他，可能是我只是把我的日记和笔记分享给他，他就帮我优化出了一个朱自清的味道，他就帮我优化出
优化。
了一个朱自清的味道，他就帮我优化出了一个朱自清的味道和手笔，他就帮我优化出了一个朱自清的味道和手笔，所以对于2025年我也非常的乐观，我相信 AI， 我也非常的乐观，我相信 AI agent 这个框架对于创作者，特别是我相信 AI agent 这个框架对于创作者，特别是个体，我相信 AI agent 这个框架对于创作者，特别是个体创作者来说，会有很多工作流跟效率上的提升跟价值，不仅会让这个创作者很轻松的表达出一些自己的想法，也会让这个创作者很轻松的表达出一些自己的想法，也会让他获得到想要的共鸣跟影响力。我自己也会让他获得到想要的共鸣跟也会让这个跟效率上的提升跟效率上的提升跟价值，不仅会让这个创作者很轻松的表达，也会让这个创作者很轻松的也会让这个跟效率上的提升跟价值，不仅会让这个创作者也会让这个创作者很轻松的表达出一些自己的想法，也会让他获得到想要很轻松的表达出一些自己的想法，也会让他获得到想要的共鸣跟影响力。我自己呢也在制作一个这样的工具，希望也在制作一个这样的工具，希望尽快上线。也在制作一个这样的工具，希望尽快上线，可以和大家见面。OK 呢，这期可以和大家见面。OK 呢，这期视频比较短，就是我看到某个 OK 呢，这期视频比较短，就是我看到某个新产品新功能的发，就是我看到某个新产品新功能的发布。和一些有意思的博客引发我的一些思考和灵感，和一些有意思的博客引发我的一些思考和灵感。如果你引发我的一些思考和灵感，如果你喜欢这样子的内容呢，不要忘记评论告诉我，点赞、收藏、分享给自己，点赞、收藏、分享给自己身边的朋友，分享给自己身边的朋友。分享给自己身边的朋友，我们下期再见 ，peace。
Reflector is here. What? I can't believe it. No fucking way. Do you watch Chinese film shows off stream? I would assume you couldn't stream them. Uh, Not that much. Um, mm, when I have like things to do, like brush my teeth or tidy up my room or do the dishes or cooking, I would put my headphone on and I would listen to some Chinese podcasts. So yeah, I wouldn't stream when I do that. But honestly, it's not that much. I mean, I don't spend a lot of time doing this. Maybe in my day, like 30 minutes or 1 hour, something like that. And the rest of the time, I try to live stream. But also just before going to sleep, I like to put my headset on and listen to Chinese podcasts just before sleeping. And of course, I don't stream that. Yeah. So in the end, let's say right now I'm at 32 hours of live stream. In reality, I might have done something like 40 or 45 hours of Mandarin. Yeah. Sleep streaming coming. No. No. Like I have very little viewers when I do things. So if I just sleep, I think my viewers count is gonna be 0 all the time. And honestly, there's no point doing this. I don't care. I'm not doing this for the views. Yeah. But it's tough, honestly. Honestly, there's not a lot of viewers coming to my stream, which is something that I expected because it is quite niche. I'm learning Mandarin, and I'm not sure like what kind of people would watch this kind of stream. So I'm not very surprised that I don't have a lot of viewers. But but yeah, I have like zero. I think most of the time I have 0 viewer, and sometimes I have 1 or 2. Although I would like to have as many viewers as this guy, Language Simp. I don't know Plift if you know him, but this guy is quite famous. He has 1.6 million subscribers, and he's doing kind of the same stuff as me. Like if you go to live,
Being cheesy is hard in German, really, because everything sounds
and he's
oppressive.
just watching videos. So he's watching videos and learning the language.
Ist und wie viel Geld sie dafür ausgeben. Und wir haben Unterstützung. Pauline.
Ausgeben is to spend.
And then he's interacting with the chat. He's quite successful, honestly. I don't know how many people watch his stream live, but I would assume a couple of thousand, or maybe a couple of hundred at least. So I aspire to be like him, kind of. Would be nice to have kind of a community watching me learning Mandarin. I don't know. Let's see. I know him, he's kind of memed because he learns many languages but not really gets really good in one. Yeah, but honestly, his French is not bad. And I think his Russian is also not bad. But it's true, I mean, he's a polyglot, and a lot of polyglots are not super, super, super good at all of them, all of their languages. But honestly, I think he's not that bad. His French is pretty accurate. Yeah, of course. Depends on your goal, for sure. But it would be nice. Would be nice to develop this kind of community and have a couple of hundred people watching me when I'm learning Mandarin. would be cool. So this guy, Reflector, I know this guy because I see him almost every time in Mandarin, Dash Woman. Where is it? Here.
And 或者
Those videos. Yeah, there you go, Reflector. So I always see him in the comment section, and I'm super surprised to see him here as well, which is not a Mandarin learning kind of video. It is just a Chinese guy talking about his stuff. I would have never imagined. Wait, is that correct? I would have liked, right? I would have never imagined to find you here. How's your Mandarin going? Wait, is that correct? I kind of second guessing this. I would never have, really. I would never have imagined finding you here. They put finding instead of to find. I would never find you if it wasn't for the language learning tag on stream. It was on a Japanese streamer I was chatting to, so I clicked it. Really? So you were on a Japanese stream? You were learning. You were watching some kind of like streamer learning Japanese. Is that it? And you clicked on the language learning tag. Bro, this is good information. He was learning English. Okay, so a Japanese guy learning English. I see. Yeah, actually, you're right. This language, those tags might be helpful. I have Mandarin, Zhongwen, language learning, learn English, and harmonica. Yeah, because I'm trying to learn that. Okay, good to know. Maybe I put some language as well. You were like the only other person with a tag though, lol. Okay. So you were on his stream, and at the bottom of his stream you can see the tag. Is that it? And then you click on the tag. So if I go on my stream, well, this is my stream. If I go here, channel. Yeah. So those are the tags, and you can click that language learning. There you go. Maybe this is the guy you were watching. The guy I was watching was playing English Pokemon. Okay. That's one way to learn. I see. So what if so if I do Mandarin, how many people have this tag? Like that, okay. Zhongwen, language learning. Language maybe? Okay. Yeah, I don't see a lot of people learning languages on Twitch. I would have never imagined finding you I'll put finding here. Finding you here. I would never have imagined finding you here. I would have never imagined. I would never have imagined finding you here. Yeah, okay, that sounds good. 中文 or something like this, if I remember. It would be Chinese in Chinese if you wanted to attract Chinese viewers. Yeah, but that's 中文. Yeah, 中文. That tag I have already. You're right.
Run out.
Here, that one, 中文. And indeed, there's quite a lot of people using this tag. You're right. Here. Someone just sleeping. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. 72 viewers. I can't believe it. Wait, how do you get this kind of thing? May contain sexual theme. I don't get it. Maybe that's one way for them to get people to click on their. So all of them speak Mandarin, I guess. Bro, it's impossible to find me. Like, I'm at the very bottom. There's no way people are just gonna bump into my channel. Okay, I should be around here. Wow, there's many people with just one viewer as well. Where am I? Should be around here. 2 viewers. Here, there you go. How to set myself apart from the rest of the streamers? I have no idea. I mean, 学中文. I think this is nice. Maybe I don't know, maybe some Mandarin speakers might be interested in watching some random dude learning Chinese. Who knows? It's fine. Make posters and post in neighborhood. Right. Bro, my neighborhood is dead. I'm in a village. It's like there's no one. There's only old people. And they're all French. They don't even speak English. They don't even know what's Twitch. Damn, this is crazy. I can't believe I found this guy here. All right. We've been streaming for 1 hour. Okay, let's do another video maybe. I don't know this one. Oh, it's upcoming, is it? In 3 days. Fuck. Okay, let's go down. Did I finish the other one? Okay, let's find one. What about that one? I don't remember this.
大家好，我们是大叔中文。好，欢迎大家来到大。
Wait, what is it in English?
书中文。哇，我们这几集做的盲盒主题的节目，大受欢迎。家贫如潮，大受我们。这几集做的盲盒，欢迎大家来到大叔中文。哇，我们这 这几集做的盲盒主题的节目，大受欢迎。家贫如潮，大家都很喜欢。那家贫如潮，大家都很喜欢。那由于这阵子呢，Ben叔，Ben叔可能要这个回去中国了，对不对？所以Ben叔可能要这个回去中国了，对不对？Ben叔可能要这个回去中国了，对不对？所以我们
我都不知道，
我跟你不到1个月就见面了，
不知道，
我跟你不到1个月就见面了，好，灿叔跟Ben叔终于历史性的会面啊！
倒是一个 vlog，
灿叔跟Ben叔终于历史性的会面啊！灿叔跟Ben叔终于历史性的会面啊！
倒是一个 vlog， 要大家期待期待啊！倒是一个 vlog， 要大家期待期待啊！
对，那因为这个原因，我们这几集呢都来做盲盒问题，因为我们要预录很多集，因为我们要预录很多集。
什么这种工作的内容都要告，什么这种工作的内容都要告诉大家。
要，我们要详细的交代，让大家知道，我们要详细的交代，让大家知道我们很辛苦每天都要录，让大家知道我们很辛苦每天都要录节目，好累哦。
好的，
好，那我们今天呢继续来出盲盒问题啊，然后希望今天的问题不要太难，上几集的问题太难了，我每次上几集的问题太难了，我每次听的都冷汗直流，都不晓得要怎么回答，不晓得要怎么回答，
没有，你回答挺好的，没有，你回答挺好。你回答挺好的，没有，你回答
不晓得要怎么回答，
没有，你回答挺好的，没有，你回答挺好，
特别没有营养。
精彩吗？
真的吗？
茶叔那个故事就是我们有时间限制，如果没有时间，茶叔那个故事就是我们有时间限制，如果没有时间限制，茶叔能讲。
可以讲。
我和你要不打，
如果没有时间限制，茶叔能讲。
可以讲。
我和你要不打断他，可能他都能。我和你要不打断他。可能他都能当爷爷了，我跟你说，对，你要不打断他，可能他都能当爷爷了，我跟你说，
对，就讲到孙子他找了什么工作了，讲到孙子，他找了什么工作了，好，那我们就开始吧，盲盒问题开始，我们请最善良的 Ben Ben 来给我们第一个问题，我们请最善良。善良的 Ben Ben 来给我们第一个问题，我们请最善良的 Ben Ben 来给我们第一个问题。
Why did you want to learn a language and why Chinese? Okay, so that one is so I think how long ago was it? Something like 10 years ago, I think. I was studying. I was at my engineering degree. In my engineering degree, I was studying in my school, and during this period of time, I was playing a lot of video games. I was spending a lot of time playing video games. I don't know if you know League of Legends. It's quite popular. I was playing that a lot. and I was pretty much wasting. I was spending my whole free time like playing this video game. And at some point, I was like, you know what? I don't want my future to look like this forever. So I want to change that. I don't want to play video games anymore. And one of my best friend, he's he's mixed French and Chinese, and he used to tell me like pretty crazy stories about China, because he did a couple of trips to China because he has some relatives there, and he told me like some really nice stories, and like he gave me, you know, yeah, he just put crazy stories in my mind, and I started to develop like kind of a how do you call that? Kind of like an obsession for China, a little bit like like I was developing my imagination towards China. I was like thinking a lot about it, and so yeah. So I wanted to stop playing video games, and I also wanted to visit China because of my friend. And I was like, yeah, why not learning Chinese, learning Mandarin? Yeah, yeah, there you go. Yeah. So I started learning Mandarin, but that was like, I think 8 years ago, maybe 7 or 8 years ago. And my method for learning Chinese was really bad, really bad. Anyway, and then I stopped learning Chinese after 2 years, 2 or 3 years, because I was putting too much pressure on myself. I would even like skip classes just to be able to study Mandarin. I would study like at least 5 or 6 hours a day, and I was putting a lot of pressure to myself. Like I wanted to go fast, and I wanted to learn as much as possible, and it was just like, yeah, it was just too much. So I kind of burned out at some point. And yeah, I picked up Mandarin again last year, or December 2023 to be exact. I picked it up again. But this time I wanted to be kind to myself and kind of review my method of learning, and yeah, just look at it on the long term, not something to gain in one or 2 years. Like I wanted to really focus on this on the long term, and maybe become fluent in like 5 or 6 years. So kind of I changed my approach to learning Mandarin, and so far it's been working really well. I'm not stressed, and then I turned this into a passion. Now I'm really passionate about it. I enjoy doing this, and I'm happy that I enjoy doing this. And yeah, I'm not stressed at all. And sometimes I do 5 6 hours of learning Mandarin a day, and I don't feel burnt out at all. So I think I found myself. I found my routine, my way of learning Mandarin, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. 5 6 years fluency. Yeah, honestly, I don't see myself doing any better than this, because when I see the amount of time that I spend learning Mandarin, and how tough it is and how long it is, I think 5 6 years is the best I can do. And so this year in 2025, I don't think I'm gonna work. So I left my job last year in August. I was working in Singapore, and then I traveled around Asia for a little while, for over 4 months, and then I went back to France. So last month I arrived in France, and I think in 2025 I'm just gonna focus on Mandarin and focus on my life and spend time with my family and stuff like that. And even so, even like doing that, this 1 year of learning Mandarin, I think is going to be super beneficial, and I think I'm going to make a great ton of progress, but it's not enough for sure to reach fluency. I think even if you don't work, I think in another 3 or 4 years I can reach fluency, but of course at some point I'll have to get back to work. So 5 or 6 years, I think, is the minimum. Some of my online friends I talk to that put upwards of 9 hours a day into Japanese sometimes talk regretting not spending more time with family and friends. 100%. So first of all, 9 hours is crazy. I don't even know how you can stay focused for 9 hours. I would actually argue that after 4 or 5 hours, your attention span and your focus decline a lot, and you don't get that much, of progress after 4 or 5 hours a day. I think it's 9 hours is a lot. Maybe it's too much. Yeah, okay, that's even worse. Like 9 hours of active learning is crazy. But I get it. I mean, if you have a goal, a very defined goal, and you really want to work towards it, it's great. Like, good for you. Like, it's great. But as you said, I think you lack balance. If you do that, you lack balance. Like, how do you manage seeing your family? How do you manage seeing your friends? How do you manage like just having fun in your life? I don't know. I think to me that's too much. I would rather delay my goal a little bit, but have a good life, be happy. Because I don't think I can be happy like studying 9 hours a day. I think in 6 months I burn out, which is normal, I think. Yeah. But yeah, so far it's fine. For me, 6 hours, I think is the maximum I can do in one day, because I also want to spend time with my family, and I also want to do other stuff. Like, yeah, I have other goals. So 5-6 hours a day is my maximum. But as long as I do at least 2 hours a day, I'm pretty happy. Yeah, but even with that, I mean, learning languages, it's so fucking time consuming. It's crazy. Can you believe it? Like, this is your main passion, your main hobby, and you still have to do it for like 6-7 years continuously if you want to reach fluency. Like, how crazy is that? I don't know if you ask me about any other kind of skill. Maybe not music. Music feels like, I'm not a musician, but music feels like really, really hard to master as well, like language. But I don't know. I've learned how to code in 1 or 2 years. 1 or 2 years is plenty of time. Is way too much. Is way enough if you want to learn how to code. Of course, there's a lot of things that you can learn in coding. There's a lot of different languages, lot of different skill sets you can have. But for one specific skill set, you can learn very good basics and fundamentals in 1 year. 1 or 2 years is really enough. But languages is just a total different beast altogether. So fucking long. What do I consider fluent? Okay, I think I'm fluent in English. That's fluency to me. I still search for words, and I cannot express. Like, there are still some stuff that I find myself struggling when I want to say something, when I want to express my ideas and stuff. Sometimes I struggle a little bit in English, but to me this is still fluent because I was having a life entirely in English when I was in Singapore. So I was working in English, I was having friends in English, I was speaking English with my ex, so I was just like using English all the time, and I can get by and I can live in an English environment without any issue. I can watch English movies, I have no issue. So I would define this as fluent. Learning language is so fun though. To me, it's not really a hobby, but more of an addiction to my other hobbies. For example, I still watch a lot of YouTube, but it's all in Japanese. I even sometimes game, but it's all in Japanese. So, but do you consider yourself fluent in Japanese? Also, I think you mentioned earlier that you have like 8,000 of hours in Japanese or something like this. So I guess if you're not fluent, you should be pretty close already. But if you can watch like YouTube in Japanese, and if you can play games in Japanese, I guess you're fluent already. So this is what I want to reach in Mandarin. Like this level of English that I have, I want to have the same in Mandarin. And I'll be happy with that. It's definitely not perfect, but it's okay.
今天没有那么沉重啊，今天的问题没有那么沉重啊，今天的问题就是又简单又没有营养啊。今天的问题就是又简单又没有营养啊。
何必干嘛这样讲自己的名？
今天的问题就是又简单又没有营养啊。
何必干嘛这样讲自己的那个问题？
就是你们最喜欢的 YouTube 的频道，除了大叔中文以外啊，还有除了你们自己的频道，
我没有要说自己的频道。
我第一反应我自己这个频道真的是这个问题真的很没有营养啊，可能我们今天多懒
啊，
因为
好奇啊，我好奇就是你们除了看中文教学类以外的视频，你们还在 YouTube 上看哪些频道？
对，看中文老师的品味怎么样啊？
除了
对，看中文老师的品味怎么样啊？
除了
对，看中文老师的品味怎么样啊？
除了中文教学类的频道，
我知道，
再设一点。
好，那
茶叔吧，
茶叔开始。
为什么我想说你为什么把我的这个权利给拿走了？什么？我想说你为什么把我的这个权利给拿走了？
有一点那个犹豫。
什么？我想说你为什么把我的这个权利给拿走了？
看你好像有一点那个犹豫的表情，你好像有一点那个犹豫的表情。你好像有一点那个犹豫的表情，好像
我犹豫了，所以才要先说嘛。
你好像有一点那个犹豫的表情，好像
我犹豫了，所以才要先说嘛。说的比较烂无所谓，有人给我拖地；说的比较烂无所谓，有人给我拖；说的比较烂无所谓，有人给我拖地的。
对不对？
有人给我拖地，
好吧，
三叔你先说好了，三叔你先说好了，
好吧，
三叔你先说好了，女士优先，女士优先，三叔你先说好了，三叔你先说好了，女士优先。
其实我好像每个人生的阶段，这个喜欢的，其实我好像每个人生的阶段，这个喜欢的视频都不一样啊。这个喜欢的视频都不一样啊， 我觉得好像，所以说没有一个说我最喜欢看什么视频，只能说我某个阶段喜欢看什么视频。我就给大家罗列几个我可能会，就给大家罗列几个我可能会喜欢的，可能会喜欢的。
I've just barely began trying to output recently because I made a few online Japanese friends. I was in full input mode. Really? Whoa, that's crazy. Have you ever traveled to Japan? But yeah, I think inputs to me is the most important part of language learning. But output is still super important because if you never speak the language, your mouth muscle are not trained to speak the language, I think. So you still have to do that. Never. You're young. How old are you?
Ah.
这个好多，我问了列几个我可能会喜欢的，列几个啊，列几个啊，列几个啊。
I just turned 19. Oh yeah, wow. Indeed, you're young. But that's good though. I mean, you're pretty much fluent in Japanese, and you're 19 only. That's amazing. I wish I started learning Mandarin before. I would be fluent by now. But yeah, can change that. But yeah, keep it up, and if you have the opportunity, just fly to Japan, and I think you're gonna love interacting with the Japanese locals. They're gonna be so amazed by your Japanese skills. When I traveled to China, even though my Mandarin is pretty basic, Chinese locals were just like amazed and filled with joy that I could speak a few sentences in Chinese. Like they were so happy, and I got treated so well because of this, thanks to this. Like they were like treating me stuff and like buying me drinks and like doing like all kind of favors because I was able to speak a few sentences. It's amazing. I wish I also started coded when I was 15 though. Everyone has regrets. Yeah, for sure. It's fine. We should do whatever we can now.
这个好多，我问了一个很猎奇啊，这个好多，我问了一个猎奇啊，这个好多，我问了。
But yeah, if you have the chance after uni, maybe once you've graduated, you should travel to Japan. You'll see how amazing it is to see the sparkling eyes of the locals when you can speak the language. It's really amazing. It's a lot of fun. It's really easy to make friends when you can speak the local language.
一个猎奇啊，这个好多。我问了一个很简单的问题，你要把它变成1个小时的回答。不至于啊，不至于啊，好，不至于啊。
I've put too much time into pitch accent to not eventually speak. Yeah. So how is it with the online Japanese friends? Like, you speak regularly, or how what's the arrangement? Is it through a game or?
啊，不至于啊。
好，
We just game usually. Okay, that's cool. So you also need like some gaming vocabulary, I guess. That's another skill set. that's another side of vocabulary altogether. Something I have absolutely not. Even in English, I don't have much gaming vocabulary. I mean, it's also it also depends on the game you're playing. Like each game has different kind of vocab. Maybe in League of Legends that would be fine, because I've been watching League of Legends streams for years. But I couldn't imagine myself playing video game in Mandarin. Like, it's just no way. At least for now, I'm just miles away from being able to do that.
好，
我最近不至于，
I mean, a lot of it is taken from English, so it's like I can always guess meaning, but they're all pretty simple anyway. Okay. What kind of game is it?
不至于啊，不至于啊。
好，
Saba for server. I don't know Saba. Oh, Saba. Saba means server. Really? That's funny. Yeah, I guess it's that kind of words are easy to pick up.
好，
我最近在看有一个频道，我觉得可能对有些学习中文的朋友挺有用的，可能他觉得可能对有些学习中文的朋友挺有用的，可能他们会有兴趣。很多学习中文的朋友可能对政治啊、经济啊，很多学习中文的朋友可能对政治啊、经济啊、历史都相关的问题挺有兴趣的，特别是中国的嘛。这个其实就是我也会做一些，但是我是一个水平不是那么高的人，我其实会关，但是我是一个水平不是那么高的人，我其实会关注有一个水平比较高的人，我也会看他，我其实会关注有一个水平比较高的人，我也会看他的做的视频啊，他是不露脸的。他那通过那种就是他那通过那种就是那种有一个东西叫什么来着？那种东西出的，反正会有就是那种有一个东西叫什么来着？那种东西出的，反正会有就是那种有一个东西叫什么来着？那种东西出的，反正会有穿插很多，反正会有穿插。
Interweave? Alternate.
很多图，然后他做的配音，但是他每题
是 AI 生成的图吗？
不是 AI 生，但是他每题
是 AI 生成的图吗？
不是 AI 生成的图，
根据你内容
不是 AI 生成，是有一个软件生成的，叫什么来着？我忘了。但是会不断的涂进去，这样它会有我忘了，但是会不断的涂进去。
Recently, a lot of my YouTube have been streamers too, though. Do you ever go to sites like Bilibili for content? Nope, I don't. No, I don't go to the Bilibili. I think I could. But honestly, on YouTube, there's plenty of Mandarin speakers as well. So I don't really see the point of going to Bilibili. The only good thing about this is that everything is in Chinese in Bilibili, so that would really help me immerse myself into the Chinese environment. So that could be helpful. But honestly, look at that, like all of them are, I can find so many Chinese videos, and it's not a problem. It's not a problem, there's plenty of them. maybe also because I feel like almost every video in Bilibili is really advanced. It's like Chinese native speakers doing videos, so I feel like it's gonna be way too hard for me anyway. But in YouTube, there's a lot of teachers like them, so that's nice. In Bilibili, I think it's mainly videos for Chinese speakers, so I think the speech speed is gonna be super high, and the vocabulary is gonna be quite advanced. So yeah, maybe in a couple of years I'll go there. Also, I tried to watch movies. I mean, one movie in particular called Labi Xiaoxin. It's Crayon Shinchan. I love this. I love this so much. I found this so hilarious. I'm pretty sure you know this because this is Japanese actually. So you might know this, and I love it. I love it so much, and it's quite popular in China and in Taiwan as well. So I was watching this in Bilibili, but it's too tough for me. Like I could understand maybe 10 or 20% of it, but on top of that, they have an accent. I mean, especially this Korean guy, the main character has a pretty thick accent, which is part of the humor. But that makes things even more difficult. And I could understand maybe 10 or 20% of the whole thing, which is a little bit frustrating because I find this so funny. So I really want to understand the story. But I'm limited by my level, my Chinese level. So one of my goals in a couple of years is really to be able to watch this with no problem at all. And they also have like movies, which I've watched one of them. But again, I mean, you can guess the meaning with the context and the drawings and all of that. You can understand roughly the story, so that's fine. But I really want to be able to understand every single sentence without any problem. So hopefully in a couple of years I can do that. Really never seen it, but I know it's like the anime with the most episodes or something. Yeah. Do check it out. If you can read Japanese, that's amazing. You can check it out in the original version. It's so good. It's so good. It's always going to be hard to watch natives. Once you take the dive and learn to be content with not fully understanding, you begin to make big language gains. I agree. But I would argue that you still need to be able to understand a little bit. Like if you fully don't understand anything at all in what you're watching, I think it's a waste of time. To me, you have to be able to understand partially, at least partially. And in most of so let's take an example. This guy, for example, I was watching this earlier. I can understand maybe 30%, 40%, maybe more, maybe 50% of what he's saying. So that's fine. Especially it's good because I can pause and I can watch. I can have a look at the subtitles. So that's good. But if we take another one that I recently subscribed to, that one. This one I understand maybe 5% of it. It's terrible. It's too tough.
2025毫无疑问即将成为游戏历史上最重磅的一年，有《怪猎荒野》、GTA 6。哎，你不会以为这就是全部了吧？好游戏做到玩不过来。或许你还能见证 GTA 6和 Switch 2护航作究极 PK。我挑的确实是没错，对，游戏里还有性病的设计，有些角色就是自带性
It
病。
looks a lot of fun. I find the video her video's quality to be really top notch. I really like her channel, and I really want to be able to understand it, but it's too tough for me. I feel like it's not super useful. Like it's still too early. Maybe in a couple of months I'll be able to understand more, and then I can watch this, and then it's gonna be beneficial for my Chinese learning process. But I think it's too early for now. I+1 type gains, right? Exactly that. I agree. I think it's I+1 is good. I+1 is good, but this is like I+3 for me. It's too high. I wish I could teach some Chinese tools for learning. The best tool for learning Japanese is expanding to Chinese, but it's not ready yet. Okay, I get what you mean. Yeah. But I mean, what kind of tool do you use? Like, you don't do like YouTube? You don't watch YouTube videos? Like, you do a lot of reading, right? Oh yeah, I think you mentioned this before. Like, you read a lot online, and you have like tools to be able to mark stuff or save words and stuff like that, right? I'll send you a pic in chat, one sec. Yeah. So anyway.
去，这样它会有自己的配叫什么来着？我忘了。但是会不断的涂进去，这样它会有一个软件生成的叫什么来着？我忘了。但是会不断的涂进去，这样它会我忘了。
涂进去。
但是会不断的涂进去，这样它会有自己的配音，然后也有这样它会有。自己的配音，然后也有字幕，然后讲的问题其实都是很敏感，然后讲的问题其实都是很敏感、很犀利，然后讲的问题其实都是很敏感、很犀利。又很有意思、很有见地的问题，比如说很敏感、很犀利，又很有意思、很有见地的问题，比如说他会
很是你的风格，
很是我的风格，对，所以我会喜欢看嘛。它叫名字好像叫小岛精，叫名字好像叫。
All right, I'm starting to be quite tired. It's almost midnight here. Plift, thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks for the conversation. That was great. I catch you next time. I mean, you sent it to me already. Ooh, damn, that's pretty cool. It's like a dictionary, kinda. Cool stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna log off. Thanks for tuning in. And I catch you next time. And you know where to find me. I'm here pretty much every day, so you're welcome to drop by anytime. Yep. Thanks a ton, and good night. Peace.